Hello, Oracles. Well, we've got the market and Tesla all just giving us head fakes, teasing us as to what is going to be happening next. Yesterday in the market, we had the Fed minutes come out. We saw a nice little rally coming out after they dropped, and then the market pulled back right afterwards. A little bit of a head fake. We've seen that in the past. Maybe we run today. And as of the time of this recording, the market is turning green. Tesla is up almost 0.5% to 916. So let's see if that continues. Other bullish signs in the charts are that we closed over the 200-day moving average. Thank you, Carrie, over on Twitter for pointing that out to me. We see crude oil going up. We see the 10-year treasury going up. We see the VIX, which is the volatility index, that is also going up. So more uncertainty seems to be coming into the market, despite the fact that we really don't have any major macro news coming out until the CPI data comes out in early September. So what is causing all of this? Who knows? Could just be some market manipulation, could be just some uncertainty and unsettling going on in the market. Maybe we'll find out over the next week as to what's going on. But again, we've got the run going into the split for Tesla coming, and we really haven't seen much of a run. We saw it run up a little bit. We crossed 900, which is great. We have been closing over 900 consistently. We've been consolidating. Seems like we're trapped between that 900 and 944 mark at the moment. But where do we go from here? We've got Tesla dropping some news that's like, they put the news out and then they take it back. We've got the Supercharger Network membership coming out. They tease that and then it's gone. So these are things that in the long run really don't matter. We know that they are coming. Elon has already said that they are working on these things. So whether these were done intentionally to drop out here and then they pulled back, who knows? We'll find out as the future goes on. But let's break down these two different pieces of Tesla news that came out, what we know about them, what's going to be happening in the future, when we can actually expect them to happen, are they actually going to happen? And then we'll take it from there. So the first one, which we had already talked about, is the supercharging membership that goes along with non-Tesla EV owners. So this is something where, non-Tesla EV owners would be able to use the supercharging network. A lot of it was based around the US and North America, where the supercharging network is not open to non-Tesla owners. So they teased this, but Elon had already said in the past that they are looking to open up the supercharging network to all EV owners in the future. So we know that this is coming. We know that this is something that they are working on. So perhaps this is just something that was a test. Maybe they intentionally put it out there as a tease to kind of get a little bit of public feedback and thoughts on this. Tesla doesn't advertise, Tesla doesn't have PR, but they utilize social media quite well, especially because so many of us are on here following Tesla so intently. Maybe that's what Tesla is utilizing this for. It's basically free advertising. They can get all of this free feedback to figure out what is going on and how the public feels about this. So maybe this is what they did intentionally. Either way, we know it's coming in the future. I'm sure we're going to get more details about this. Not sure if this is going to release by the end of the year, but seeing as they kind of teased it to us already here in August, I have a feeling we are going to see the supercharging network open to all of North America, to all EV owners by the end of this year. The next tease that we got was the semi-truck coming by the end of this year, officially by Tesla over on Instagram. It was up for like maybe 10 minutes and then it was taken down. Now, Elon had already tweeted about the fact that the 500-mile semi-truck is going to be shipping out by the end of this year. So Elon basically confirmed that that is going to happen. The video that they had over on Instagram was more of an official and professional video. I don't know if it's an advertisement for it, if it's just the official release video, whatever is going on, but it was up and then taken down. We know this is coming. I have a feeling we will see deliveries happen by the end of this year. We know that Frito-Lay has already been utilizing semi-trucks. I don't know if it's a pilot program that they are on or if they're actually utilizing the real actual semis that are going to be released by the end of this year. But we have seen many, many mega chargers that are out there. Now, the difference between the superchargers and the mega chargers, superchargers are for all the regular EVs and Teslas that are out there. Mega chargers are for the semi-trucks. So all these mega chargers have been coming out. We've seen many, many of these getting pumped out of Nevada. So with all of these that are going to be coming out, we know that they are building up that network. Because you think about it, if you're going to be driving a semi-truck cross country, you're going to need to charge it somewhere. Even if it's a 500-mile truck, that is with a load. That's 500 miles with a full load, which is amazing. but you're still going to need this charging network. So however Tesla has set this up to get the chargers out there, to these customers, because obviously as a customer purchasing this, they're going to be able to take advantage of the EV tax credit by the first of the year. So I'm sure they have some shipments going out. Whether any are going to get pushed off until next year because of this EV tax credit, we shall see. But the charging network is very important because as a consumer, part of it is, yes, what is the price of these vehicles, but can we get these deliveries done? And sure, we can get the deliveries done because of 500-mile ranges, which is great. But if we've got anything cross-country or anything outside of that 500-mile range, where are we going to charge? Obviously, there are diesel stations all over the place. That is not an issue. But you can't charge your, semi-truck everywhere. But this is something we know that they are working on with the mega chargers, and this to me is going to be a massive game changer because you think about the fact that we've had all of these supply chain issues over the last couple of years. We've had issues with trucking companies. A lot of trucking companies couldn't find anybody to drive, anybody who would be willing to drive their trucks to get product from here and there. That bottlenecked the supply chain even more. So now we've got a semi-truck coming onto the road, a better vehicle, maybe will entice more people to drive it, but then you put in FSD and autonomy. We know that there are semi-trucks out there already that are autonomous. So if we can now get semi-trucks out there, this can alleviate any supply chain issues that are still lingering and any future supply chain issues that could arise down the road. And then this way, Tesla, again, taking charge of their own supply chain in every little different facet. Tesla's like, well, where's a bottleneck? Trucking. Cool, let's fix it. We've got a semi-truck that's autonomous. We don't need to worry about any drivers who are not out there. Trucking will no longer be a bottleneck when it comes to supply chains. And so whether these actually fully get shipped out by the end of this year, or again, if they get kicked off until next year because of the EV tax credit, they are coming, and I think this is going to be a massive game changer that a lot of people don't understand how important this is going to be when it comes to the semi. So let me know your thoughts on how important you think the semi is going to be in the future for not just revenues, but for the entire supply chain issues. So the next thing we got was a little bit of, I wouldn't call it PR from Tesla, but over on Twitter, Bloomberg had put out a report that David Searle, the legal chief who had led the purchasing probe for Tesla, had left. This news came out. It was like, all right, well, I personally didn't really know much about who the guy was. But then all of a sudden, Tesla comes out and says this is not true. Like literally, Tesla on Twitter came out and debunked it. So is this Tesla's version of PR coming out and doing these things? Very interesting to see this because there's been plenty of stuff that has come out in the past that Tesla could have easily come out and done this exact same thing for, and they did not. So is this their intention of moving forward? I know I had tweeted to Elon a while back saying, hey, Tesla doesn't have an official PR anymore, but there's a lot of us here on social media, on YouTube, on Twitter, all over the place who are debunking a lot of the rumors that are coming out and a lot of the negative news and FUD around Tesla. Maybe there's a way that Elon and Tesla can officially recognize some of the top gurus and all the information that they put out there as actual factual information that can prove a lot of this FUD wrong. So maybe Elon had heard this, I don't know, maybe there's just been some murmurs about it and Elon had suggested that Tesla does this. I don't know, but this is a good step forward. I wouldn't call it technical PR, as we would say, but anything like this that Tesla can officially debunk any FUD, I think would go a long way. I know Gary Black has been on the PR bandwagon for a while, and so even he said that this isn't official PR, but it is a great step in the right direction, and if we can get more of this, I think it will make a significant difference. So we've got some very exciting things on the horizon, the Supercharging Network membership, the semi-truck that is coming down the road, maybe some Tesla PR coming, we've got the split happening next week, and a few questions that I had gotten recently, which we have discussed, it was like 6-7 months ago we went over this, but discussing the split, what brokers are good that are out there. Maybe some countries have fractional trading that I don't know about. It's been a while, so if you guys wouldn't mind sharing in the comments, and I'm going to put it in the pinned comment below, what brokers you guys use as the best brokers from the countries that you are in. Here in the US, I use TD Ameritrade for my main account. I use SoFi for my fractional trading, so I like those two alone. There's a lot of other platforms here in the US that do fractional trading. I've got Public, which I buy fractional shares for my son on as well. So I've got those here in the US, but I'm not familiar, and I know I had a question about one for UK. But again, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing in the comments, in the pinned comment below, what brokers you guys use from your countries, and if your country allows fractional trading, that would be very important information for all of the different subscribers on here. So thank you for all of your comments on that. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all of the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat. That link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, we do have a Patreon. That link is also in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.